time now for Inside Banking with NCB. I'm happy to be joined by Program Manager of Client Experience at NCB, Misha Rae. Hi, Misha Rae. Welcome to the hotline.
Hi, Emily. Thank you very much.
And how are
you?
I'm very well. And you?
I am great. It's Fabulous Friday. I'm doing well. Thank you very much.
Fabulous Friday. I didn't know that. What are we wearing today for Fabulous Friday? What's the dress code?
Right.
Is it white we're supposed to wear?
Well, bright pink for us today.
Oh, bright pink. I thought I was to wear white to go in the ark. For Fabulous.
Oh, no. No, not that fabulous.
Not that. Well, I tell you what, I'm wearing my pink breast cancer awareness thing, so I do count.
Right.
It's a Fabulous Friday.
Do.
And we're talking about avoiding banking fees today.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So today, I will share with you a number of ways to reduce or avoid paying fees when doing banking transactions with NCB.
Mm-hmm. We're ready to hear, because I didn't know we could avoid banking fees, so I'm ready to listen to this.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm going to share some tricks with you. I'll tell you all about it. So most fees really occur in branches. So the best way to reduce or avoid fees is to use our alternative channels. So tip number 1, there are many alternative channels that customers can access to avoid banking fees. Mm-hmm. So for example, there are some common services, such as transferring money. Whether it is to transfer funds from your own account to another one of your accounts, or whether it is to transfer funds from, to a friend or a family member which is another NCB account, then it's free to use the mobile app or to do so online. Whereas if you're supposed to visit the branch, then there would be a fee. Mm-hmm. It also applies to like paying bills. If you have your water bill to pay, you have your electricity bill, do it online, use our mobile apps. Mm-hmm. And the same applies for a credit card. I mean, why stand in the long lines in the branches when you can save on your time and use our mobile channels? Mm-hmm. So all of these can be done at our ABMs on the mobile app and on our online banking platform. So absolutely free of charge. NCB has made the investment and absorbed the upfront cost to put these systems in place to ensure our customers have options that are free to them while being safe and easy to use.
So which of the transactions online is there a fee attached to, if any?
There are a few transactions online so for example, you want to do a wire transfer, there is a fee attached to it. However, it's reduced as opposed to you visiting the branch. Mm-hmm. So if you're going to do a wire transfer to another bank, another institution, or overseas, there will be a fee there.
A wire. So if I'm transferring money from my NCB account online to somebody else's account with another bank, then there's a fee for that transaction, which is less if I do it online than if I go in the bank.
Significantly less, yes.
Okay.
That's correct.
Okay, but all transactions on your platform between NCB accounts or to pay credit card bills, those ones don't attract a fee?
No.
Okay.
They're free. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then we have our other channels, the NCB point of sale machine and the ABMs. So what we do, we encourage NCB customers to use our platforms and channels. So for example, you go to your favorite store or you go to the supermarket, you should always request to use an NCB point of sale machine. What happens, you'll still pay a fee, but it will be reduced as opposed to using another bank's point of sale machine. The same applies to ABMs. If you know you're going out, you have your NCB card, try to think of like all the ABMs that's in your area, and try to locate that ABM and use that ABM as opposed to using another bank's ABM. The fees will be reduced. Mm-hmm. So those are some ways that you can, right?
I didn't pay attention to those things, and I've always wondered why.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know that it matters which one you use and that there's a fee. You know, if you're withdrawing from, so all the banks really have their own ABMs which are sort of branded?
Pretty much, yes. Yes, okay. Definitely.
And how much more would it be if I'm withdrawing, using an NCB card and using an ABM that is not an NCB ABM? How much more is that fee?
If you're using an NCB card, okay, you're using your NCB card at another bank.
ABM, yeah.
Another ABM. I don't want to give you the exact figure. I don't want to misquote, but it's I want to say it's significantly more.
Yeah. Wow.
Right, but yes, I don't want to misquote. We're very transparent with our fees. Our fee guide can be found on our JNCB website, so you can just go there and look at all the fees. So that's as it relates to our channels. Another one is, another tip to avoid paying fees is we have our minimum balance fee.
Yes.
So what we do, we encourage our customers to maintain a minimum balance within your account.
Yes.
So of course, it depends on the type of accounts. So various accounts will have different requirements. For example, if you do have a savings account, the minimum balance in the account at all times should be $2,000. So the minute that account goes below $2,000, then the system will generate the minimum balance fee, which will be applied to your account. So we encourage saving as well. So if you really have a savings account, you should be saving, right? It should be, you want to be building up, you should always be putting funds in your account. So yes, those are some tips.
So the minimum balance. What I don't understand is if the balance drops, say with the savings account below $2,000,
right?
And is it a one-off fee that is charged so long as it remains below $2,000, or if it remains below $2,000 for a period of time, I could end up paying the fee twice for this minimum balance figure? How does it work?
It can accumulate over a period of time. We encourage you to maintain the $2,000 and above. If it drops below the $2,000, then the fee will be applied on a monthly basis. So if you don't top up that account, and the fee will come out, say the fee is $100, it comes out, so that's, you're left with what, $1,900?
Yes.
We're in October. You go into November, the system realizes that it's below the minimum balance.
Yeah.
Then the fee will continue to apply
down
on a
to
monthly basis.
$1,800 end of what?
So, right, yes. So that's why we encourage you to have good savings habits and keep the minimum balance at all times. And of course, it depends on the account, because if it's a Gold Club account, the minimum balance is $5,000. You need to ensure that it's there at all times. And it's the same for a current account, depending on the type of account that you have.
Do you know what's the principle behind this minimum balance? It's my money. Why can't I have as little as I want in the bank?
Well, it costs us to maintain these accounts. So we want to ensure that, okay, it's your money. You're making your money work for you. So what's the purpose of having your money there? Is it for savings? We want to ensure that we're encouraging good savings habits. So we want you to be able to keep the minimum balance.
Oh, do you know how it costs you? I know that you are a program manager of client experience, but how does it cost the bank for them to hold my money there below a certain amount?
It's really operating costs. So yes.
Operating? So
yes.
Right, but if I suppose
it's really to maintain. I mean, we have our vendors that we have to pay, or suppliers that we have to pay. So yes, some of those costs come from some of these fees, right?
Oh.
So allow me to move on to another important one. It is our credit card fees. I know a lot of people are interested in the credit card area.
Yes.
So how you can reduce or even avoid interest charges on your credit card altogether. So, there are mainly three types of fees on credit cards, right? You have your late payments, you have your interest, and you have your over limits. So paying your balance in full every month before the payment due date, that will help you to prevent your late payments, and it helps to prevent interest as well. So we do encourage you to budget properly so you can maintain, what's in your account, and you're able to pay your credit card. Another thing is paying more than the minimum amounts as over time you'll pay less interest and you'll be able to pay off your balance faster. That helps as well. We also have our alerts. So each time you use your credit card, you get an alert. It's always good to monitor those alerts.
Very good. It's one of the best inventions ever to notify by email and by SMS that your thing has been used. Yeah, go ahead, Ms. Rae.
Okay, sounds like you have our credit card alerts, which is great.
Yeah.
So, right. So you will know the benefits as well. You know, if you did not do a transaction, you will know that you'll be alerted right away. And at the same time, if you're about to do a transaction, you just did a transaction and you know that you're close to your limit, your balance limit, then you know, okay, you know what, I need to kind of take a step back because I don't want any over limit fees. So those are some ways.
And do people have to come in to sign up to get the instant notification for emails or for SMS, or does it take place automatically on a new credit card being issued to an individual at the moment?
It should take place automatically to a new credit card being issued. If you do have an existing credit card and it's not there, what you can do is call our customer care center and ask for it to be activated.
Yes.
But it should take place automatically.
Yes.
And another way, I mean, we're on credit card. It would be remiss of me not to mention our credit card installment plan. You don't want any fees? Here is your perfect opportunity to use our credit card installment plan, and you will avoid fees to a certain extent. You have the option to repay based on certain types of purchases, for example, like home or car, automotive, medical expenses, tuition, school fees, hardware, something like that. You have the option to pay, once you make a purchase $50,000 or over, you have the option to pay 3 months, no interest. If you have 6 months, then it's around 10% interest, and then 12 months, it's 25%. So that's another service that we offer that people may take advantage of, not paying fees or paying reduced fees.
All right. Anything else you want to tell me as we run out of time?
So while bank fees never really disappear completely, you have the power to really avoid the majority of the fees that come your way. So good banking habits like planning ahead for when you need cash, just keeping your eye on your balance, regularly checking your account. These are some things that can really prevent triggering mistakes. And of course, use our channels. Our channels is really the best way to avoid fees.
All right.
Our mobile app and our online banking.
Can I thank you so much, Misha Rae, Program Manager of Client Experience at NCB. Thank you. Have a great weekend.
Thank you too.
Yes. Beautiful. That's Inside Banking with NCB. And I do advise you, I implore you, if you have a credit card or a debit card and you don't have any way of being notified by the bank when a transaction is done on your card, you need to go to the bank and let them sign you up because it's invaluable. I had a lady who called yesterday whose card was used several times. She said she didn't use it and she's lost money. She's asking the police to investigate it. So please go and